Hello, Lisa.
Hello, Andrew.
It's late at night.
It is. It's 10:45.
It's 9:45.
Yes.
And we've got time to record 2 videos today, haven't we?
Yes,
So this one
we
will
have.
go up
Later in the week.
Not today.
No.
Later.
Yes.
But what have we been watching, Lisa?
We have been watching 321
Yes.
from 1978.
Yes.
The second ever
episode.
episode. And it's the Wild West.
Or Western,
Or
depending
Western.
on which source you believe.
It's the Wild West.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we're big fans of 321,
We
aren't
are,
we?
yes. Very green today.
In a sort of ironic, goodness me, that set is green, isn't it? And what is Ted wearing?
A jacket.
A dog blanket or something.
Yeah, it's a really loud check jacket.
Black and white.
Yes.
But let's explain what 321 is.
Yes.
It's a quiz.
It's a quiz.
It's a game.
It's a game.
It's fortune and fame.
Yes.
And we might joke at that, but in this first season, there is a bit of fortune and fame for a certain pair of contestants because they keep coming back, don't they?
They do, yes.
But we'll get to them in a minute.
They've got a rather weird way of actually doing stuff in this first series.
But we've just seen Ted's assistants, the Gentle Sex.
Yes, his secretaries.
SECS.
Yes.
And they've all got big glasses on.
With no glass in.
All right.
Big comedy glasses.
Yeah, because they don't actually need them, do they? Yeah, what have we got here? Oh, yes, in the first episode, and you get a brief flashback to
flashback, yeah.
Trevor and Janice won some solid silver, didn't they?
Yes, solid silver tea set thing.
Yes, and who was Trevor and Janice? Well,
Trevor
I forget who Trevor was.
Well, I'm assuming it's Trevor Long.
But Janice
Long,
yes,
who is a DJ.
Yes.
And the sister of the late Keith Chegwin.
Ah, but what was that? This is the infamous episode where they were offered a St Bernard dog and a year's supply of brandy.
Yeah.
Because this is the point at which you're getting really quite strange
prizes.
And there's an example of that coming up. But yes, you get a little flashback to the first episode. Then you've got the Disreptory Company, haven't you? Which is another set of 3 helpers. It's just full of staff.
There's loads of people in this first series, and then they suddenly realise they're spending too much money.
There's the adjudicator that you don't see.
Yes, Deborah Sutherland.
All right. Yes. But who have you got here in the?
You've got Debbie Arnold.
Yes.
Dougie Brown.
With amazing golfing trousers on,
and Chris Emmett.
Who's in it pretty much all the way through.
Who will be in it all the way through? Yes.
I mean, You do get some sort of rotation for this duty. So I mean, you have who's the other guy that's always in it?
Mike Newman.
Mike Newman, because
he's not in it yet.
He's not in it yet, but he turns up.
And you also get Dave Ismay in this series.
Oh right, okay.
He was a friend of Ted Rogers.
But what's their joke? Who was the first man who couldn't eat tripe?
Cain. Because he wasn't
able. And that's the level of jokes, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, it's weird here. You've got the 3 couples.
Yes.
And they have to answer questions.
Yes.
Excuse me. And they have envelopes.
Yes, which they pick before the show starts.
And they've had to sign.
To prove that
the
they
envelopes.
picked it. Yeah.
Very strange.
Yeah.
Later on, it just gets picked at random, doesn't it?
They just bring them up and they pick them. Yeah. This seems fairer because later on, the people that are last, that are third, don't ever get to pick.
No.
They just get what's left.
Yeah, weird, isn't it?
And then later on again, when they do it a different way, they get to pick the first time. So it's they've tried various different ways of doing stuff.
Yeah, I mean the format changes from season to
evolves,
season, and they're still trying to work it out in season 1.
This is very shambolic. This series. This one is better than the first episode.
Okay. Yeah.
But not much.
Well, the first episode, half the audience seemed to leave.
Yeah,
the seats keep getting empty. But for the first round, they're paying £1 per question.
£1 per question. Yes.
And the first question is girls' first names starting with J.
Yes.
And they get so far into it, and then the bloke says Jeremiah.
Jeremiah, yeah. Which is not a girl's name.
Which is not a girl's name.
Perhaps he meant Jemima.
Maybe. Next couple get boys' names starting with R.
Yes.
And I forget how well they do. But then you get Roger and Chris.
Yes.
Chris being the lady.
Yes. who are the champions.
And they come from Romford in Essex.
From Romford, which is quite close to where I grew up.
Yeah, weird that.
Yes.
But this is being filmed in Yorkshire.
Yes.
Yorkshire TV. And the way it works, that if you win the first round, the
first section, yes,
you don't go on to the rest of the show.
You come back next week.
You get some sashes.
And
you
some
get
money,
the money that you've won,
and you come back next week.
In episode 1, they won £300.
Yes.
And they bought a tape recorder.
Yes.
I don't know how much tape recorders cost then, but and they just keep coming back.
Yes,
don't
I think they're on it for about 5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah, it almost becomes a career for them, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, presumably Yorkshire TV is paying the expenses for them.
Yeah, but they've got to go up and down to Yorkshire each. They can't stay there all week.
You don't know how many they film.
I'd have thought.
But they film several in a day. They might have filmed it all in a couple of days.
Maybe.
These days they film multiple episodes.
Because of course, I've got it in my head that they're travelling up each week. But you're right, they're probably not actually. No. But
sorry, I got ahead.
Yeah. But so that's the first bit. So it's the names. The second bit is mental arithmetic.
Yeah, that's really hard against the clock as well.
Yeah, you've got 30 seconds.
Yes.
And the first couple get 342 minus 7 and keep taking away
so Ted
take away 7
Ted
each time.
gives you the first answer.
Yeah, so 342 minus 7, so 335.
Yeah. So the woman, it always starts with the lady.
Yeah.
Because it's ladies first. So she says it, then he has to take 7 off, and she has to take 7 off, and they have to take 7. Until somebody gets it wrong or the time runs out.
But depending on what you scored in the first round is how much you win in the second round, and likewise for the third round.
Yeah, so you can earn quite a lot.
Theoretically, you could win £1,000.
Yes.
Yeah. So 10 times 10.
Theoretically.
Times 10. But yeah, it's mental arithmetic. 789 minus 11 and 924 minus 9.
Yes.
Goodness me. Next round is films, isn't it? So films with Elizabeth Taylor.
Yes.
Which to me is by far the hardest one.
Yeah.
Then Carry On films.
Yeah.
That's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Although, doesn't she say Carry On Nursing?
Carry On Nursing, yes.
And then sort of trips over. And then James Bond films.
James Bond films, yeah.
And by the end of it, couple one have scored £150.
Yeah.
Couple two have scored £72, and the champions have scored £288.
Yes.
So they get the sash, they get the £280 and are bundled off.
And they stick them in the audience.
They stuck in the audience.
Stuck them in the audience by the old ladies.
They have to sit and watch.
Yeah, the rest of the show.
But the money comes from George the chauffeur.
Yes.
Yes, who is a lady.
Yes.
Why is she a chauffeur?
I don't know.
She drives the car on if you win the
car on, yeah. And it's really tight sometimes where she has to drive it to.
Yeah, but there's no sign of Dusty Bin.
Not at this point, no.
Because he doesn't get sort of trundled on.
Later on, probably in the next series, they push him on.
Yeah. But now he's just sort of lurking in the background as an unseen presence.
Yes. Hovering.
Yes, but that's the end of part 1.
Yes.
Part 2, they have to watch a scene and answer some questions.
Yes.
Now, as we said, this is a sort of Wild West thing. So they built a fairly decent Wild West set. There's a sort of street, some sort of buildings.
And they do a stunt.
And there's a stunt. A bloke falls off the set and through. And there's this huge, great big cloud of dust, which I suspect got in the camera gubbins.
Yes.
It does look a bit, well, not just dangerous, but it just... I'm sure it can't have done the electronics any good.
Probably not. No.
Yeah, they spent a decent amount of money on it. It's, was it Dodgy City?
Dodgy City.
They've called it. But yeah, I've just written actual stunt.
Actual stunt.
They sort of have to stand at some lecterns, and Ted's got this big old telly in between them, hasn't he?
It might even be black and white.
I think it is. Yeah. So they have to answer questions.
Oh, they're doing the quiz now. He's taking it really seriously, the male champion.
Yeah, we've actually got it going in the background
you can see how much he's thinking of it.
He's concentrating.
Yes.
But yeah, the blokes have to answer the questions, and the girls have to fire arrows at cardboard faces that they knock down. Who did you think one of the faces was?
One of them was Des O'Connor.
Oh, right.
And Ted Rogers says something about poor Larry, so I'm assuming one was Larry Grayson.
Oh, right, okay.
You don't actually see who they are.
Yeah, but they do this for 30 seconds, is it? And then they change places.
Yes.
The blokes have to fire the arrows.
But when the ladies do it,
yeah,
because it's harder for ladies to fire bows and arrows.
Is it?
Yeah, apparently. They get 2 points for everyone they knock down.
That's a bit sad. You did archery once.
I did archery once, yes. I was amazed to hit the ball. But that's not because it was hard. That's just because I'm not very good at that kind of aiming thing.
And I've just written shambles.
Shambles,
It is a bit, isn't it?
It's a bit of a shambles.
And when they come to the scoring, they don't have an electronic scoreboard.
No, they have flip cards.
It's those cards that you'd flip over 1, 2, and so on.
Possibly borrowed from Joker's World.
Yeah. So the couple, so we're down to 2 couples now, and the one that's chucked out at this point, they get a picture of themselves taken during the show.
Hopefully a nice picture.
Yeah, but
and not them like randomly with their gob open or something.
You know, I do try and do screenshots, and it can be very hard to get a decent screenshot.
Yes.
Given the sort of mess that this appears to be, sort of camera rehearsal wise, I don't know what sort of just sort of wonky shot of sort of them obscured by bits of set. Oh, yeah. But then we travel. What?
And I would point out that the couple who get chucked out at this point aren't even married.
Oh, they're colleagues.
So who gets the picture? Because Ted says, you can put it on your mantelpiece.
All right.
But whose mantelpiece? Does it travel from one mantelpiece to the other each week? Possibly.
Then we go to Ted's table. Ted's shoddy. It's like something you'd find in your shed. You do like your sort of woodwork on it or something. It's just a dreadful thing, isn't it? And then they do the sketches. Some of which last all of 30 seconds.
Yes, they're really short at this point.
And bring on the MacGuffins. But it has to be shorter sketches because they piddled about for so long in the first
round. Yeah, they eventually
That's
do
why
cut
they cut
the first
it down
round
to 2 rather than 3.
3 takes so long.
But you get a shootout from High Noon.
Yes.
And there appears to be some sort of Jimmy Stewart impression going on here.
It's Chris Emmett. He does Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah.
And Dougie Brown's attempting to do John Wayne, though, took his ages to try and work out who he was.
Well, I think I don't know.
Well, he mentions the Duke, and that's what they called him.
Oh, right,
they?
okay, good. Yeah. There's some high camera shots, so somebody jacked one of the cameras up a bit.
Yeah.
The bits you get, for the first sketch you got a horseshoe, for the second sketch you got a gun.
A gun. Yeah.
This turns out to be 1780 grandfather clock worth £900.
Yes.
Would you want a £900 grandfather clock?
It wouldn't fit.
Yeah. Some of these prizes...
Yeah, it wouldn't fit.
Wouldn't fit in normal people's houses, would they?
No, because we were watching one the other week, and one of the prizes was a desk. And it was a Regency desk, I think, and chair. And I'm like, where would you even put that?
Out in the garden.
Yeah.
Mike Harding is one of the guest stars, the Rochdale Cowboy. In a big hat and furry coat.
Big hat and furry coat. Slightly dodgy joke just before, which I won't repeat.
Yeah. Is that Ted's dodgy joke?
Ted's dodgy joke.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
By which point the telly that was between them has been just shoved to one side and it's in front of the front row of the audience.
Yeah.
I think if somebody sort of stretched their leg out, they could kick it over. Yeah.
Well, there is a noise later on.
Yeah.
Which appears to be something falling down.
Yeah, the set seems to fall apart at one point, but
because there's one bit of the thing swinging.
But
it's above people's heads. It's slightly dodgy.
Yeah.
Unless it's a bit behind them, of course.
But yeah, this happens when the Billy the Kid poster comes up, and it turns out to be a portrait of you by some famous portrait artist
who painted Winston Churchill.
But he's clearly not very.
No, he does not look comfortable at all.
He's a bit out of place.
He is. Yeah.
And yeah. But would you like a portrait? Oh, we've had a portrait painted of us, haven't we?
We have.
Yes, Minister.
Yes,
hello, Martin.
Yeah, thank you, Martin.
Then Beryl Reid comes on.
Oh, yes.
Just Beryl Reid. Just doing Beryl Reid, isn't it?
She's doing a Birmingham accent.
This is this character she used to do, Marlene.
Marlene, yeah.
Now, there's a reference to Beryl's Lot, isn't there? Because she's got a load of sort of lady gunfighters with her, and Beryl's Lot was some sitcom with Carmel McSherry that Yorkshire TV did up to about 1977. So yeah, it's one of those references you don't really get now, but at the time it was quite.
It was probably relevant at the time. Yes.
But the thing here is a mop, which is a washing machine, tumble dryer, dishwasher set
combo. Yes.
Yes. Then you get this Ronnie Corbett impression, don't you?
Yeah, by Chris Emmett.
By Chris Emmett, who's got a bag. No, what have I put there? Dusty Bin finally appears, and he's dressed as a cowboy with a moustache, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. Bit of a Paul moustache, but
yeah. The horseshoe turns out to be membership of the Racegoers Club and a share in a racehorse.
Yes.
And then you cut to this OB footage of, now who is he?
Jimmy Bleasdale.
Jimmy Bleasdale.
Never heard of him.
Who was some famous jockey at the time.
Was.
No, he was. I looked him up. He was quite successful at the time. Yeah.
He couldn't talk to a camera.
But he's not very happy talking. It all that seems a bit sort of Alan Partridge when he's interviewing the jockey, isn't it? You know. Yeah. What do your parents think of this? You know, they must be very proud. But you're so small. And the hat turns out to be, I know we're spoiling it, but you know.
It's 40 years old.
Yeah, if you don't know now, I'm sorry. The hat turns out to be the car.
Yay, because it's a 10-gallon hat.
Yeah. Okay, and you put gallons in cars.
Yes.
You used to. You put litres these days.
Yeah.
And on comes a blue Mini.
Yes. And
registration number YTV321, as it always was.
Yes. And she drives it
right
up to the table. I was actually thinking, God, she's going to hit that door on the table.
Yeah, if the brakes had failed, she'd have ploughed into the audience. Yeah, and she's got the passenger door locked.
Yes, she doesn't unlock it.
So there's a bit of faffing to get in
Jules,
the car.
The door's locked. She has to get back in and unlock it.
But yeah, that's What do you think? I mean, we like 321.
We do like 321. It's one of those series you can watch and you don't have to take it seriously.
But this first season especially is just so shambolic.
Yeah.
It's
in either, is it the next series? They get Paddy Russell in.
Paddy Russell directs,
and it gets a lot better
later on. Yes,
gets a lot better. As we've said, because we did when we did our Paddy Russell tribute, we talked about one of the 321 she directed, because there's one
somebody falls ill halfway through.
Yeah, one of the couple part of the female half of the couple woman falls ill, so the husband has to carry on
but
for the rest of the show.
It's just keep going, you know.
Yeah.
You can.
But she basically just goes, "Oh, that's fine. We'll just carry on."
We just There's no time to rejig it.
It's nothing like being used to doing live broadcasts.
Yeah, so that's Paddy's skill at keeping it going, isn't it? Yeah. But there you go. There's 321.
Yes. And if you want to cheer yourself up, watch it. Bear in mind when it was made. Yeah. So some of the jokes will be a little bit.
Some dodgy jokes with hindsight.
Yes. Yes. And Ted's hair is amazing.
Is it convincing?
I'm not sure really. Not sure if it's his or somebody else's at this point.
We'll have to see some more Joker's Wild that he's on.
We will.
Yeah. There we go.
It's very black in Joker's Wild.
It is.
Yes.
Okay. Well, good night now.
Okay.
We'll see you again with something soon.
All right then.
Bye-bye.
Bye.